Consod is now called to order. Kindly take your seat for the roll call.
Honorable Cecilia Vebilus de Asis, City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer present. Roll call on the members. Honorable Jesse R. Albius present. Honorable Joselito S. Edel Rosario present. Honorable Hildy Rosales present. Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Benafe present. Honorable Hilda Gail R. Abunal Gomez present. Honorable Vidal P. Castillo present. Honorable Jose Serranyola present. Honorable Josebi Perez present. Honorable Salvador M. del Castillo present. Honorable Antonio B. Beltran present. Honorable Maria Corazon M. Peñaflor, Liga President and ex-officio member present. Honorable Mary Kylie Francine B. Tripolca, SKA President and ex-officio member absent. Madam Chair, there is a quorum.
Next item.
Prayer.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, as we deliberate in today's session, give us the wisdom to overcome passion. Give us that understanding heart to do away with prejudice. Give us the foresight to know what the future may devise. Give us the courage and strength to seek the truth and what is good. Give us the facility of language that we may be understood. Finally, O Lord, make us worthy public servants of the city. We deeply love and highly honor Naga City, the heart of Bicol. Amen. In the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit.
Pambansang awit.
Next item.
Privilege time.
Anybody who'd like to avail of the privilege time? Honorable Perez.
The Honorable Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor Nene de Asis, my dear colleagues in this august chamber, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
I rise to congratulate a noble young man for once again bringing pride and honor to our city. He is known and very close to me, for we share the same love and passion in the field of culture and arts. But of course, he is more talented and gifted than I am, far more proficient with letters, film, and literature. And that is why he is one of this year's 10 outstanding young men of the Philippines. Last Thursday, December 8, 10 young Filipinos at a gala night received the prestigious the 10 Outstanding Young Men Award for 2022. And one of them is our very own Christian Sendon Cordero of Savage Mind and Ateneo de Naga University. He was honored for his excellence in the fields of literature, culture, and the arts. 39-year-old Christian is a poet, fictionist, translator, and filmmaker all rolled into one. His books of poetry in 3 Philippine languages have won the Madrigal Gonzalez Best First Book Award, the Philippine National Book Awards, and the Gintong Aklat Awards. In 2017, he represented the Philippines in the International Writing Program at the University of Iowa. He was also appointed artist in residence by the Center for Southeast Asian Studies at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. He has translated the works of Rainer Maria Rilke, Jorge Luis Borges, Franz Kafka, and Oscar Wilde into Bicol and Filipino. His current projects include the Bicol translations of Jose Rizal's 2 novels. In 2019, he received the Southeast Asian Writers' Prize in Bangkok, Thailand, from the Thai monarchy. He has been named the artist in residence in the 2022 Stellenbosch Institute of Advanced Study in South Africa. He serves as Deputy Director of the Ateneo de Naga University Press and runs an independent bookshop and art space, The Savage Mind, here in his home city. Christian was a mayoral awardee in the field of the arts and culture during the 67th Charter Anniversary of Naga City on June 18, 2015. Philippine Tatler, the country's top fashion and cultural magazine, described Christian as a character of many talents. It cited that as a creative director of Savage Mind, a bookshop cum cultural hub, Christian's fervent passion for representing his city and its rich talents has brightened the spotlight on Bicol's diverse culture and output. He has an ongoing translation and TV animation and radio drama projects with the Czech Embassy in Manila, and the National Council for Children's Television and the National Book Development Board, 2 government agencies that have been equally supportive of his artistic engagements. The 10 Outstanding Young Men Award, formerly known as the Outstanding Young Filipinos, was first established in 1959. It is an annual recognition awarded to Filipinos between 18 and 40 years of age who have made significant contributions in their field or community. It was in 1984 that young women were admitted for the recognition. The award is organized by the Junior Chamber International Philippines and co-sponsored by the TOYM Foundation and the Jerry Rojas Foundation. Christian is actually the 3rd Nagueño so far to be given the TOYM award since 1990, when then City Mayor Jesse Robredo received the award. The second was Mr. Florencio Jun Mongoso of Naga Metro Peso and today's General Manager of MNWD, who received the award in 2002. Cocodero now joins the elite group of young outstanding Filipinos, such as the late Senator Ninoy Aquino, Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Reza, singer Lea Salonga, and Olympic gold medalist Hidelin Diaz, who all received the same award as Corderos. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Garland, who chaired this year's Board of Judges, described this year's honorees as fighting the good fight against the villains of society, not just for themselves, but for others as well. He added that the diverse backgrounds of the awardees show how competent and talented Filipinos are, and that these are real people, modern-day heroes who do not need to be cloaked in fancy costumes, nor be given superpowers. With that, my dear colleagues, may I move that we pass jointly and collectively a resolution congratulating and commending Mr. Christian Sendon Cordero for the prestigious 10 Outstanding Young Men Award that he has just received, thus bringing honor and great sense of pride to the city and its people. Thank you, my dear colleagues.
Thank you, Honorable Perez. Anybody else would like to avail of the privileged time? We acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Mary Kyle Francine Trifulca. Anybody else? None? None? Okay, next item.
Reading and approval of the order of business.
Honorable Salvador del Castillo.
Madam Chair, I move to dispense with the reading of the order of business and move for the inclusion of the following items. Under special business or order, the letter of the City Mayor requesting for the enactment of an ordinance authorizing the Mayor to institute the necessary expropriation proceedings against certain individuals in connection with the acquisition of property for the proposed People's Park and Recreation Center under special business order. Still under SBO, the letter coming from the Office of the City Mayor requesting for an ordinance authorizing supplemental budget number 2 for the City Government of Naga for fiscal year 2022 amounting to 38,818,932 pesos and 75 centavos. This is a consolidation, Madam Chair, of previously approved ordinances. And still under special business or order, the letter coming from the Office of the City Mayor requesting for the passage of an ordinance reverting to the unappropriated balance, the amount of 8,728,000 out of some appropriations under the current budget and appropriating the same to augment the stipend of barangay volunteer workers as per attached request. Under unfinished business, Madam Chair, the report of the Committee on Land Use, the report of the Committee on Ways and Means, for continuation of the deliberation of the proposed ordinance, this was deferred last regular session, Madam Chair, but the body moved that it should be included in today's regular session, the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Gil Rosales entitled An Ordinance Promoting Individual Citizens' Participation in Naga City's Legislative Process, establishing mechanism for its enhancement and appropriating funds thereof. Still under unfinished business, the letter coming from the City Mayor submitting for ratification the compromise agreement entered into between Mrs. Juanita Bustamante and the City Government of Naga regarding the road lot at San Felipe, Naga City. Still under unfinished business, the letter coming from the City Mayor following up the action of this honorable body with regard to the request for ratification of the agreement entered into between Enrique Lee and the City Government of Naga. Under new business, the endorsement coming from the Office of the City Mayor regarding the proposed MOA between the Prime Kidney Care Center and the City Government of Naga for authority. Still under new business, the request coming from the Public Safety Office requesting for the enactment of an ordinance reverting the amount of 71,830 to cover certain expenditures of that office for 2021. Still under new business, Madam Chair, the endorsement coming from the budget officer endorsing the 2023 annual budget of Barangay Santa Cruz. In the still under new business, the letter coming from the Mr. Doroteo Danilo de Luna from the province of Quezon regarding matters pertaining to Reverend Father Inocencio Herrera. And last, under new business, the endorsement coming from the Office of the Ombudsman forwarding the complaint filed by a certain Jose Lumida Jr. against Punong Barangay Alfonso Rodriguez o Barangay San Felipe. With the inclusion, Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the order of business.
Any second? Okay, the agenda for today is approved with the following inclusions. Next item. Enactment.
Your Honor, the privileged speech of the Honorable Joe
Yes, the resolution of congratulating Christian. How about the matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Perez? Is it included in the agenda for today?
The Honorable Perez have not requested that it be included, Madam Chair.
Honorable Perez, during your privileged speech, did you not propose that it be included in today's session?
Yes, the truth is, ngunya ko lang ani natapos si speech, no? Si privilege speech. And out of that, diyan ko i-compose si resolution congratulating Christian Cordero. So may I ask for the indulgence of this body that I be given time to prepare the resolution. Anyway, this resolution would yet to be presented, I believe, during our next flag ceremony next week. It is now that what I'm after now is for the body to.
So you are proposing that be included in the agenda for today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Madam Chair.
The Committee on Rules?
As a result of the
prior to the adjournment, it can be submitted, Madam Chair. We can consider that.
So we will put it under a special business or order? Magigi ano? Can you submit it,
I can
Honorable
submit
Perez?
it within the day, but not after lunch.
Next week.
Na gusto niya i-award na sa flag ceremony, but if we don't have the resolution, how can we award it on honor?
We cannot award
Yes, without
a
the
resolution
necessary
without passing
resolution.
through the Sangguniang Parliament.
Okay.
So it should first be passed by the Sangguniang before we can give it to the recipient. So kung may sasubmit
Within the day. So we'll just move for the inclusion.
prior
Okay,
to the
thank you.
adjournment, Madam Chair, then we will take it up.
Sige. Okay. Okay, Mr. Chair. I will try my best to
Yeah.
compose the resolution draft within today.
Kung ordinary resolution man lang, Madam Chair, madali sa naman siguro yan.
Yes.
We can
With the
include that.
expertise of the Honorable Perez, he can
But
do
the,
it
but the
in...
final form should be edited by the Honorable Perez.
Okay, that will be done, Madam Chair, before 12 noon today.
Thank you, Honorable Perez. Thank you,
So,
Honorable Del
under
Castillo.
special business order, Madam Chair.
Okay.
That
Item
proposed
number 4.
resolution.
Okay. Honorable Rosales.
Madam Chair, I think the Honorable Perez mentioned about a resolution of condolences to
Oh, yeah, Mr. Concepcion.
Antonio Yi Concepcion,
Oh,
the
yes.
very family of Antonio Yi.
Yes.
So may I also request that I
Mayo pa, day pa.
under SBO, Madam Chair. And also the request of our city mayor for the resolution of commendation or congratulations for Miki Angela Purahashi, who placed 6th in the board licensure examination for agriculturists.
Do we have the facts about the honoree? About Miss itong tataaning award?
We have the initial facts only,
Okay.
Madam Chair.
So you're proposing that it will also be included in today's session?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. The Honorable Del Castillo, 2 resolutions is being
What's
proposed.
the matter, Madam Chair?
The condolence to the bereaved family of the late first name Concepcion.
Pirang
And the
taon
other
ang ganun
one
baga,
is
Madam
a
Chair, si
congress-
William Concepcion.
Bakong Willie,
Please,
ano pangaran?
Antonio
Antonio.
Antonio Y. Concepcion.
Antonio Yi.
Yi.
Antonio Yi Concepcion. And the other one is the resolution commending, sisa ito? As per message by
I
the...
have not received any proposed resolution regarding that, Madam Chair. I've not seen a copy.
But how, the condolence?
No, as far as the...
Okay. So the
Other
condolence to the Piri family is included as
siguro
number
kung na
item
resolution of
number
condolence,
5.
pro
But the
forma man
other-
lang yan, Madam Chair.
Okay. But the other part, by the other resolution, commendation,
In the further, Madam Chair, we have already passed guidelines with regard to passing resolution for...
can we
Commendation.
just calendar this on the next session, the commendation to the... Okay. So only the matter regarding the resolution of condolence will be included in today's agenda.
So with all the inclusion, Madam Chair, I move for the approval of the order of business.
Okay. Any second agenda with the following inclusions is now approved. Next item.
Order of business, special business or order, the letter dated December 9, 2022, the Honorable City Mayor requesting for an ordinance authorizing him to institute necessary expropriation proceedings against certain property owners for the proper acquisition of the respective properties which will be used by the city in the development of the intended People's Park and Recreation Center.
Okay, Honorable Del Rosario.
Good morning, Madam Chair. I read the letter this morning. It was properly justified by the Office of the Mayor. Tin, pwede maki-scroll down. Mababa. Sige pa. There's a paragraph there, Madam Chair, na acting pursuant to the authority granted under Resolution 2022-865, the Office of the Mayor wrote the above-named property owners offering to purchase from them the above-identified portions of the properties. And despite such offer and lapse of the 10-day period, none of the property owners expressed their agreement to the offer. Hence, pursuant to said offers to buy, the same refusal or failure to respond is considered a refusal of the respective offers therein made. So, the Office of the Mayor is asking for an enactment of an expropriation ordinance for the acquisition of those properties indicated in the letter. So, for this purpose, Madam Chair, I move that we Tin, pakibaba, Tin. Paki-scroll down. Tin, paki-scroll down mo. Pakibaba.
Baba. Taas mo na.
That we authorize the city mayor to sign and file the necessary complaint for expropriation with the proper court for the acquisition of the above specified properties. Number 2, we authorize the city mayor and or the city legal office to represent the city government in all stages of the proceedings to enter into an amicable settlement, to submit to alternative modes of dispute resolution, and to enter into stipulations or admissions of facts and documents and to perform such acts and things as may be necessary to carry out the foregoing authority. So, an ordinance, Madam Chair, authorizing the city mayor to file the necessary ex-pro proceedings. I so move, Madam Chair.
Okay. Honorable Del Castillo, comment or objection?
Not objecting to the passage of that ordinance, but there is a material matter which is lacking. In the ordinance that we should pass, there should be an appropriation to cover at least 15% of the value of the property based on the latest tax declaration. There is no mention of any source of fund. So how could we pass the necessary ordinance? The ordinance cannot be passed independently of each other, Madam Chair. It should be contained in one ordinance. First, under Section 1, the authority to file the necessary appropriation proceedings. And Section 2, the appropriation for equivalent to at least 15% of the fair market value of the property based on the latest tax declaration. Should go hand in hand.
Okay, Honorable Del Rosario.
So we can ask the Office of the Mayor and the City Legal Office to provide us the necessary information relative to the manifestation. I understand, Madam Chair, that we need those documents. And within today, if these documents will be with us, then the ordinance will be can be properly enacted by the Sangguniang.
So this matter is deferred temporarily, and we ask the city legal officer. Deferred. Next item,
The letter dated December 12, 2022 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for the passage of an ordinance authorizing the supplemental budget number 2 of the city for fiscal year 2022 amounting to 38,818,932 pesos and 75 centavos.
Honorable Del Castillo. Honorable Del Castillo.
Yes, actually that request, Madam
Just
Chair,
the,
is
yes.
just a consolidation of all
Consolidation of all the past ordinances.
previously approved ordinances. And what we have to do is to pass the necessary ordinance authorizing the authorizing supplemental budget number 2 of the City Government of Naga for calendar year 2022. So with that, Madam Chair, on joint and collective motion, I move that we pass the necessary ordinance.
On joint and collective motion, approved. Next item.
Madam Chair, prior to the next item, Mr. Bordado is requesting that we have, and I'm requesting that we have a 1-minute break. May pamasko si Congressman Gabi na itatao.
Okay, 1 minute break. Merry Christmas, Consi. Thank you, Congressman Gabi and George, and Cap Jing and Cap Alice. Thank you. Okay, session resume. Next item.
The letter dated December 12, 2022 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for an ordinance reverting to an appropriated balance, the amount of 8,728,000 from certain programs and projects and activities under special purpose appropriation and appropriating the same to essential community services. Likewise, under the special purpose appropriation to augment the stipend of barangay volunteer workers.
Honorable Del Castillo.
Who will do the explanation, Madam Chair, for that particular request? So can we temporarily defer the matter and request somebody from the Office of the Mayor together with the Budget Officer?
Okay. So this matter is deferred. The Secretary is instructed to invite the representative from the Mayor's Office and the City Budget Office. Next item.
Yan ako ulit. The proposed resolution of condolences to the bereaved family of the late Antonio E. Concepcion.
On joint and collective motion, approved. Next item.
Unfinished business, copy of certification as to the existence of appropriation and availability of fund for certain payables of the City Mayor's Office, Public Safety Office, and City Health Office amounting to 266,780, signed by the acting City Treasurer and City Budget Officer.
Committee on Appro.
The report of the Committee on Land Use.
Committee on Land Use, Honorable Salvador Del Castillo. Chair.
Win, tinabay mo na, Sunda.
Proceed. I move for the acknowledgement of the report.
Your report is acknowledged.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is the report of the Committee on Land Use held on December 7. Item number 1 is letter dated September 20, 2022 of Mr. Wilfredo Prilles, City Planning and Development Coordinator, forwarding the technical evaluation of the document submitted by Mr. Rolando Lanuso relative to his application for land reclassification located at Barangay Carayan from agricultural to commercial. Can I proceed directly to disposition, Madam Chair? On motion of Honorable Jose Rañola, seconded by Honorable Hel Rosales, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palansod to schedule a public hearing in connection with the application for land reclassification located at Barangay Carayan, the city, into commercial. To require the submission of complete document. But in connection with this, Madam Chair, we should first request from the Office of the City Assessor the list of the adjoining property owners so that we can send the invitation during the public hearing to be held. So the first thing that we should do is to direct our secretary to request the city assessor to furnish us with the list of property owners adjacent to the property of Mr. Lanuso. So with that, Madam Chair, I move that we direct our secretary to communicate with the city assessor and to submit to us the list of adjacent property owners adjacent to the property of Mr. Lanuso so that we could schedule the necessary public hearing for the purpose. So move, Madam Chair.
Any second? Okay, approved.
Item number 2 is letter dated September 21, 2022 of Attorney MacGyver or BINA, City Legal Officer, City of Naga, submitting the actions to be taken relative to the application of Infis Incorporated for rezoning of McDonald Concepcion Pequeña, the city. Disposition of on motion of Honorable Jose Ranyola, seconded by Honorable Gil Rosales, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palansod to direct the city legal officer to prepare the necessary document for the filing of the necessary case against the Infis Incorporated for violating the provisions of the zoning ordinance of the City of Naga and Mr. Prillis as the appellant in the particular case. The case, Madam Chair, will be filed by the city to the city prosecutor's office, a criminal action for violation of our zoning ordinance. So with that, Madam Chair, I move that we direct the city legal officer to prepare the necessary document in preparation for the filing of the case before the city prosecutor's office, and designating Mr. Prillis as the zoning administrator as the appellant in this particular case.
Any second? So the secretary is instructed to write the city legal officer. Next.
Item number 3 is letter dated October 10, 20. Yes.
Honorable Del Rosario?
Some clarifications to the chair. I was absent during the hearing. I apologize. Yun tabi, Madam Chair, ining property kang McDonald's dyan sa tapat kang Holy Rosary Major Seminary. So,
Iyan tabi, Madam Chair.
so nag-construct ang McDonald's without securing first yung necessary zoning.
Kumbaga
clearance.
nainot, Madam Chair, si Kalisa sa Kabayo, nagtugdok ng building, pero dai pa
Mali
na
pang mga-
re-rezone si property.
Na during the committee hearing po ba na invite man si representative of the McDonald's, yung may-ari ng McDonald's?
Actually, Madam Chair, there was a series of committee hearings held for the purpose. In fact, may public hearing pang nangyari kaniyo, held sa Concepcion in Pequeña Barangay Hall, and they are duly informed of the matter. Yun na lang ni si ultimong action na natatada, Madam Chair, with regard to this particular matter.
Okay, Madam Chair, baka it would send a negative signal sa business community na despite kang very huge investment na piglaog sa city, dahil lang siguro naalalayan pag lakaw kang papeles, then yun ang magiging kasi Madam Chair, this is a resolution, dako lang bearing ka ni sa pag-proceed kang kaso. So, baka ikaw pang ibang paagi, baka maka-turn off sa mga investors na siguro si eagerness kay ninda, Madam Chair, na mag-put up, siguro si mga local na kaulay ninda na maglalakaw kang papeles, dahil gayo naka-proceed, kung anong mga rason. So, baka yun lang ang naglalawag sa isip ko, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah, actually, Madam Chair, bako man ang McDonald ang ang kakasuhan taigdi. But the ini yung
Developer?
ano?
Si
Si franchisee. Si local.
Si
NFA is incorporated. The officials of this corporation, Madam Chair, not McDonald itself.
is
Kung dahil tamang kaya nagigibuhon, Madam Chair, it will also send a wrong signal
na pwede.
to everybody that they can just do what they want without following our ordinances.
Thank you, Honorable Del Rosario, and thank you, Honorable Del Castillo. Honorable Perez, comment?
Chairman of the Committee on Trade, Investments, and Economic Enterprises. But still, I believe na ikaw po kitang mga lay na dapat sunodon, whether he is a businessman or not. Kapag dahil tayong sinunod, ano na lang klaseng gobyerno ta? What is the use of our zoning ordinance? Kaya, I believe na tama, we are in the right path na i-resolve ini through proper means. Kung kinakaipuhan na yun na nga niyan, yung disposition ng committee, I would go for it. Kasi ang nangyayari baga, pag nagpuon kang sala, pagkatapos kayan, saka na lang nakuluwas ang mas dako na problema. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Perez. So the motion is carried and approved. Next item.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Next item is the
Panikwaso, item number 3.
item number 3, the letter dated October 10, 2022, of Ms. Susan Bermejo of Zone 1, Panikwaso, Naga City, offering to donate a portion of their property in the same barangay for road right-of-way by the for use of the community. Disposition on motion of Honorable Ranyola, seconded by Honorable Rosales, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palunsod to defer the matter and require the prospective donor to provide us of all the necessary documents as well as the vicinity map so that the same can be evaluated by the City Planning and Development Office and that of the City Engineer's Office. So with that, Madam Chair, I move that we direct our Secretary to communicate with Ms. Bermejo, requesting her to submit the necessary document, including the vicinity map, so that we could endorse the same to the City Planning and Development Office in the City Engineer's Office. So move, Madam Chair.
Any second? Okay, approved.
Item number 4 is the email sent by Dean Bernadette Gumba, dated October 5, 2022, forwarding several points based on the informal consultation with the fellow homeowners relative to the application of Mr. Vicente Uy Magadya, President, Maribel Realty Development Corporation, for rezoning of the Maribel Home Subdivision and to review the alteration of plans granted at located at Barangay San Felipe, Naga City. Including to that matter, Madam Chair, is the letter dated September 28, 2022 of His Honor the City Mayor, returning resolution number 2022-783, unsigned, regarding the approval of the alteration of plans of Maribel subdivision for reasons stated in the letter of the Mayor. And together with that, Madam Chair, is the letter dated 12 September 2022 of Attorney Richard Manila, Regional Director, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, furnishing the comment from Mr. Vicente Uy Magadya relative to the later complaint of Ms. Bernadette Gomba as regards the new development introduced at Block 1 of the Maribel Home Subdivision in Barangay San Felipe. And the last corollary matter, Madam Chair, is later dated 23 August 2022 of Attorney Richard Manila, Regional Director, Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development, endorsing the email of Ms. Bernadette Gumba as regards the new development introduced at Block 1 of Maribel Subdivision in Barangay San Felipe. Actually, Madam Chair, we have a very long discussion on the matter, but eventually the committee have to dispose of the matter. So the disposition, Madam Chair, on motion of Honorable Ranyola, seconded by Honorable Rosales, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palunsod to defer the matter, pending receipt from the City Planning and Development Office of their re-evaluation and reassessment of the application. There are matters that the City Planning and Development Office should do in connection with this application, Madam Chair. So I move to defer the matter. And the City Planning and Development Coordinator was already instructed during the committee hearing of what they are to do on the matter.
Honorable Del Rosario.
Yes, Madam Chair. Was there a timetable or a period given to the CPDO to come up with their report?
The reassess.
Their
Actually, Madam
evaluation
Chair,
and reassessment?
Mayo pa sa ngunyan dahil communicate pa ang City Planning and Development Office sa DSUD, Legazpi, particularly with regard to the whether or not there is already an organized homeowners association at Maryvale subdivision. Because if there is none, the City Planning and Development Office will be conducting a meeting of all homeowners in the area, Madam Chair, for this purpose.
Siguro kaya, Madam Chair, mas maganda itong may timetable. Kasi siguro lang di, Madam Chair, si peace of mind kang si residents, saka si may sadiri kang subdivision. So siguro taning 45 days or 2 months para yaon magtrabaho sinda dyan, tangarig na mapiritan sindang tarapuso sa mga proseso. Again, we're talking here of peace of mind of the residents, the homeowners, and yung owner of the subdivision.
Actually, Madam Chair, during the deliberation, dahil man nagtaon ng deadline si committee, but if the plenary will do so, then siguro mayo man ma-object sa mga members kan committee on land.
We give them, Madam Chair, 1 month to complete all the re-evaluation and reassessment of the application and to submit to us for the plenary to finally dispose of this matter, Madam Chair.
So, may I ask the members of the committee if they are amenable with the
Agreeable to the proposal
amendment
of the
to
Honorable-
our disposition, the Honorable Ranyola, the Honorable Rosales, and the other members of the committee. The Honorable Benafe.
Are you agreeable to the proposition of the Honorable Del Rosario that I be given 1 month to accomplish the task assigned to CPDO? Okay.
Okay, so they are in agreement, Madam Chair, so that will amend our disposition on the
So
matter.
the CPDO will also be advised as to the
So
time
we
frame
will give
being
them
given.
30 days from receipt of the directive to do their homework.
So approve. Next.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 6 is the letter dated September 30, 2022 of Mr. Ryan Barrias, owner GB Hart Customs Wheel Center, requesting for the provisional clearance for the relocation and construction of GB Hart Custom Wheel Center located at Diversion Road. Bakuning Diversion, Almeida, along Almeida Highway ini, Madam Chair, not Diversion Road. My apology for the mistake. It should be changed to Almeida Highway, Madam Chair, not Diversion Road. Can I proceed to the disposition, Madam Chair? Disposition pending final approval of this comprehensive land use plan of the City of Naga. This matter is hereby deferred. We do not want to repeat what happened in Concepcion Pequeña, Madam Chair. Itong subject kan natutugdukan kan McDonald in this particular case. That's why we will be waiting for the approval of our comprehensive land use plan before we act on the matter.
So this matter is deferred.
Yes. That ends my report, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Honorable Del Castillo. Next item,
The report of the Committee on Ways and Means.
Committee on Ways and Means. Honorable Del Castillo, Chair of the Committee on
Madam
Ways and
Chair,
Means.
I move for the acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Ways and Means held on December 9.
Your report is acknowledged.
During the committee hearing, Madam Chair, we will not able to muster a quorum, so I move that we convert the Sangguniang Palansod into a committee of the whole to treat on this particular matter.
The Sangguniang Panglunsod is now as the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item number 1 is letter dated August 30, 2022 of Mr. Roberto Acabado, Naga City District Abattoir Head, submitting a comparative report on the prevailing slaughterhouse fees in major cities in Bicol in the proposed increase in fees at the Naga City District Abattoir. Disposition. Considering the absence of Mr. Acabado, this matter is hereby deferred. So I move that the matter be deferred, Madam Chair.
So this matter is deferred.
Item number 2 is letter dated September 30, 2021 of Engineer Alex Canning, City Enro, submitting the proposed ordinance prescribing fees for all certification and inspection services issued by the City Enro. May I proceed to disposition, Madam Chair?
You may proceed.
On motion of Honorable Rosales, seconded by Honorable Perez, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palansod to return back the proposal to its origin for its consideration in other suggestions. There are suggestions during the committee hearing, Madam Chair, which the members of the committee wish to be incorporated in the proposed ordinance prior to the scheduling of the next committee hearing. So with this, Madam Chair, I move that we return the matter to the City Enro.
So this matter is to return back the proposal.
Item number 3 is letter dated October 3, 2022 of Jail Chief Inspector Jerome Herrero, OIC Naga City District Jail, proposing an ordinance prescribing a fee for the issuance of certification for persons deprived of liberty. May I proceed to disposition, Madam
You
Chair?
may proceed.
On motion of Honorable Perez, seconded by Honorable Rosales, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palansod to return the proposal to its origin for consideration of the other fees. In the meantime, the matter is deferred. Actually, Madam Chair, on the next committee hearing for the purpose, the committee suggested that the city veterinary office be invited because they will be playing a role in the event that an ordinance to this effect will be passed by the Sangguniang Palansod. So, meantime, Madam Chair, I move that we return the matter to the Naga City District Trail for incorporation of some suggestions made during the committee hearing.
So this matter is deferred.
Yes.
Next item.
And last, Madam Chair, is the letter dated November 2, 2022 of Mr. Jimmy Manis, OIC Vice President, South Luzon Regional Operations Group, Social Housing Finance Corporation, requesting and appealing for reconsideration of the office lease rate of the Naga City branch office. Disposition. On motion of Honorable Rosales, seconded by Honorable Perez, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Palansod to request a written comment from the City Appraisal Committee on the proposal and submit the same to the body for consideration. As in line with the previous manifestation of the Honorable Del Rosario, Madam Chair, can we give them 15 days to respond to this particular request? The Naga City Appraisal Committee.
Any second to the motion? Okay, approved.
That ends my report, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Honorable Del Castillo. Next item.
Before the next session, Your Honors, the City Budget Officer and the City Administrator are already around with respect to the request for an ordinance amounting to 8,728,000, SBO number 3.
Number 3. Okay, the Honorable, the City Administrator, Honorable Elmer Baldemoro, and is recognized. Rules are suspended.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Maray na aga po sa Gabos. Madam Chair, this request pertains to the augmentation of the necessary funding pertaining to the deficit amount regarding the increase of the stipend of our barangay volunteers. Kung matatandaan ta, Madam Chair, we passed an ordinance number 2022-067 increasing 500 pesos to all our barangay volunteers. And in our annual appropriation for 2022, we only allocated 31,721,620, and there is a deficit of 8,728,000 to cover up the required appropriation of 40,449,620. So that's the request, Madam Chair.
Honorable Del Rosario.
Our city administrator. There were recent activities of the Investments Promotion Office, the IPO, particularly on the digital innovation, yung mga activities na lately. May activities sa Avenue Plaza and another one was yung sa summit na active participant ng LGU Naga. Sa pagmati ko, Mr. Administrator, may mga gasto naman ng city. Baka ma-consider mo na ito before na totally halion ta si gasto kang si fund kang si digital innovation.
Okay. Madam Chair, our city budget officer, covered na po to itong recent activity of the ITPO. So dahil na po siya kabali dyan sa i-revert na amount.
Tigali na.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, so meaning yung items 2 and 3 safe na yan na i-revert na, ano? Safe na siya. Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair.
How about the stimulus program, Honorable Perez? You're the one in charge of this. Diba? Si mga pigpapa, loan ta yan. Ngayon naman garong papautang.
Itong 5 million na additional. Dahil naman na ito.
Hello. Actually, Madam Chair, dahil nga ni sa maluya naman si kang COVID, medyo nag-slow down kita sa
Stimulus.
not necessarily nag-slow down, kundi nagdikit naman talaga si applicants for
Nag-avail
loan
ng program.
assistance. Pero igwa man giraray, kay puhan taman giraray. In fact, we are still hoping na may budget pa kita for next year. At what amount day ko pa aram.
Tapos may allocation pa kita.
Maybe
Pero igwa pa kami talagang balanse. Igwa pa kami balanse. But kung may balanse man ngunyan,
Di naman yung magagamit.
it doesn't mean na dahil nalagaan for next year.
Madam Chair, si original 10 million po for the Naga City Business Stimulus Program, may remaining amount pa more than 200,000. Iyan pong i-revert, sipig additional ta po yan na
5 million.
budget na
5
5 million. So, for next year po, there is still an allocation of 5 million for the said program.
Hangga pa man.
Aside from the, ito pong pigi-ikot ngunyan na 10 million.
In that case, I think that will be fine with us. In fact, itong aning 10 million na ito for this year, ang 5 million naman, pinautang mi naman sa pang-employment program ta. Kaya naging 5 million and ngunyan nga ni Arukel may balancing dikit pa man. But with that assurance na igwa pa, may 5 million kami for next year, that will be fine for us.
Thank you, Honorable Perez. Any other query, comment to the Honorable Mr. Elmer Baldemoro?
So, we are requesting, Madam Chair, for the reversion of the said amount. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, Honorable Del Rosario.
I move, Madam Chair, that we revert the amount of 8.7 and appropriate the same to the purpose as stated in the letter. I so move, Madam Chair.
Any second? Okay, approved. Thank you, Sir Baldemoro and Mr. Frank Mendoza. Next, Honorable Del Castillo.
City administrator and the budget officer at around. Can we go back to the item requested by the mayor for the passage of an ordinance authorizing the expropriation of certain property in, I think, Barangay Tabu. Yeah. Because as I mentioned a while ago, Madam Chair,
Item number 1.
Yes. If we will be passing the ordinance authorizing the exercise of the power of eminent domain, the ordinance should carry with it the necessary appropriation to cover at least 15% of the value of the property based on the latest tax declaration. It should be incorporated in the proposed ordinance. So may we know whether there is already a fund to be set aside for the purpose so that we can act on the request of the mayor?
Can the Mr. Sisay Masimbag, yes. Mr. Baldemoro.
Madam Chair, although there is a request from the city mayor for the expropriation of the said property, however, Mr. Chair, we still looking for a fund for the said purpose. So, for the question, kung may appropriation na po, mayo pa po, Madam Chair. So, we still looking for a budget for the said purpose.
So with that, Madam Chair, we cannot yet pass the necessary ordinance because the ordinance should contain first the authority to initiate the expropriation proceedings, and the second part of the ordinance is the appropriation of fund to cover at least 15% of the value of the property based on the current tax declaration. So dapat ibanan yan doon yan, Madam. That is based on the provision of the local government code.
So we defer this matter?
Yes.
And we approve it?
So halata-latun ta siguro, Madam
Halatunta na
Chair,
lang
na igwanan ning identified source of fund so that we can pass the necessary ordinance.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Honorable Del Castillo.
Yes,
So
Madam
the-
Chair, we will submit the necessary appropriation for that purpose. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, City Administrator. On item number 3, we approve it on joint and collective motion. Next item.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Hildy Rosales promoting individual citizens' participation in the city's legislative process, establishing mechanisms for its enhancement and appropriating funds thereof.
Move to defer. The proponent is out. Deferred. Next item.
The letter dated December 12, 2022 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for ratification of the compromise agreement dated December 6, 2022 executed by Mrs. Juanita Bustamante, represented by her attorney-in-fact, and the City Government of Naga, represented by the Honorable City Mayor.
Ratification of the compromise agreement. Barangay San Felipe. Pakibaba, Bustamante ba ba? Juanita Bustamante. Okay, Honorable Del Castillo.
Pertains to the road right-of-way taken by the city government of Naga so that we can connect the road from San Felipe to Magarao. Ito ba kayan, Madam Chair, sa may Pichilitos?
May Pichilitos.
Yes.
Ayun.
So that's the subject matter of that compromise agreement. And since it was agreed upon before the court between the parties, so on joint and collective motion, I move that we pass the necessary resolution ratifying the compromise agreement entered into between the city government of Naga and Ms.
Bustamante.
Juanita Bustamante, represented by
Attorney.
Soledad
Ay.
Upilla D.
On joint and collective motion, approve. Next item.
The letter dated December 12, 2022 of the Honorable City Mayor, following up the action of the Sanggunian on the matter indicated in his letter dated July 13, 2020, or by then Attorney Rebecca Grace Maranyo, in reference to the Enrique Lee property for ratification.
Honorable Del Castillo.
I believe that matter was taken up during the previous 13th Sanggunian Palunsod and referred to the Committee on Housing. That matter, Madam Chair, pertains to the request of Mr. Lee to mabakal ning property duman sa Isarog Heights subdivision. But siguro i-check na lang, Madam Chair, sa records kan Sanggunian kung ano sinaging final disposition on the matter.
Okay, can we refer this to the Committee on Housing so that they will be the one to,
Yes, Madam
look
Chair.
into the matter?
In the Secretariat, siguro, Madam Chair.
Okay. So refer to the Committee on Housing. Next item.
New business. Copy of resolution number 2022-16 of the Naga City Appraisal Committee determining the fair market value of land owned by Lambert Consolidated Complex Development Corporation in Barangay Tabuco
Land
intended
use.
for public use.
Ay, Honorable Albios.
Madam Chair, Barangay Council for a request to the city government for a covered court in Zone 4, Barangay Tabuco. The area is 148 square meters. Punong Barangay Elisa Carmona asked for my assistance for the report of the appraisal committee that will be the subject for the offer of the city government to the LCC. So I move, Madam Chair, that we refer this resolution to the city legal office.
Okay, matter is referred to the City Legal Office. Next item.
The undated letter of Mr. spouses Ramon and Miriam C. Soltes, manifesting their willingness to donate or swap a portion of their property to be used for purposes of road lot project of the city government.
City Properties.
The undated letter of Mr. Carlos Gomez on behalf of the heirs of Marina Biuda de Gomez, manifesting their intent to donate certain road lots in
City
Barangay
Properties.
Santa Cruz. The letter dated December 5, 2022 of Mr. Ernesto El Camil, LDRRMO4, Acting Secretariat of the Council, noted by the Honorable City Mayor as Chairperson, transmitting Resolution Number 2022-003, realigning the balances of the 2022 LDRRMF to fund the priority projects endorsed by the CDRRMC, and Resolution Number 2022-004, endorsing the 2023
Committee on Appropriation. Honorable Del Rosario.
May I ask, ano yung inahagad na sanggunian action digdi sa letter na ni?
For approval.
For approval. May charge. May fund. Mataning fund. I-realign si balances. To realign the balances.
So, baka pwede tanang i-dispose ko niyan. I-transfer ta, Madam Chair, sa ano?
Yeah.
We can, anyway, amayon pa man, Madam Chair. We have plenty of time. Pwede tang haputon si Mr. El Camil. Ang yaon sa gallery si Mr. El Camil.
Mr. Isay? Honorable Del Castillo first.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Actually, that request, itong saro, Madam Chair, incorporation, dapat i-incorporate sa 2023 annual budget. Itong based naman sa 5% calamity fund, which is now local disaster risk reduction management fund under RA, ano to? 10261? 121. And the other one, si mga balances yan, Madam Chair, kan si itong trust fund for local disaster risk reduction management. See, that the matter pertaining to the 2023 annual budget, iyo to, Madam Chair, si pig-approve kan board, iyo to si mga priorities na papandingan based on the 2023 annual budget. But the other one, siguro iyo to ang dapat pwede nang aksyonan kan sanggunian today. We have Mr. Il Camil, Madam Chair. Baka pwedeng magpaliwanag na sa tuya si Mr. Il Camil tungkol dyan.
Mr. Il Camil.
But we should transfer this matter from new business to special business or order.
So this matter is transferred to a special business or order. Okay, Mr. Il Camil, you are recognized.
The honorable members of the City Council. The remaining balances of the trust fund was submitted to the CDRRMC to be realigned to various projects and programs like the purchase of dredging equipment that is, as per city engineer, very needed to dredge canals and small waterways wherein our heavy equipment is not suitable for them. Then early warning system, rescue vehicle, agricultural rehab, rehabilitation of JMR Coliseum, construction of drainage at Vilmar subdivision, Vilmar in Calawag, construction of drainage in Villa Karangahan subdivision, rehabilitation of children's home in its facilities. Hindi po kayong children's home siyaon sa Pakol. Tinuturoan na po sinda saka medyo cramp ng maray si mga aki duman kay po pong i-rehab si mga facilities like CR and their living quarters. Nagpaparadakol po kaya si mga kaakian po duman na pigdadara which were damaged by previous typhoons and kang nagkagawa po ng earthquake swarm, medyo may mga cracks duman sa baba na kung saan side na po na located. And competency training of personnel, kay po kaya iniyo na i-retrain based on guidelines of DILG and DOH kung saan po pi-grade kita sa SGLG and Gawad Kalasag. Then si expenses kang Joint Operation Center po kang Peña Francia. This was the programs transmitted to us by the chair of the CDRRMC, Your Honor.
8 million.
Actually, during the session, Honorable Omar Buenafe was present and he signed the resolution.
Ay, nasulito. What's the disposition of the body? Honorable Omar.
Madam Chair, I was present during the deliberation and approval of the resolution of the NCDRRMC, and I concur with the resolution realigning the balances, Madam Chair, and I move that we pass this the approval of this resolution, Madam Chair.
Motion duly seconded. This is approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you,
Thank
Your
you,
Honors.
Mr.
Merry Christmas po
Next
sa Gabos.
item.
The letter dated November 24, 2022 of Engineer Joel Martin of Diswamo proposing the increase in the garbage fee.
Ways and means.
And environment.
Ay, and
Environment.
environment. Garbage fee.
The letter dated December 7, 2022 for and in behalf of Mrs. Maria Abay, operator of Trimobile, with franchise number 0421, manifesting their lack of interest to renew the franchise and mayor's permit.
Transport, Committee on Transport. Honorable Del Castillo.
Already declare that body number is vacant and we can already dispose of it duman sa mga applicant. But the selection should pass through the Committee on Transport.
There's a Committee on Transport. Next.
The endorsement dated December 12, 2022 from the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Prime Kidney Care Center relative to the use of ambulance service for the transfer of patients from the former to the third parties healthcare facilities.
Ambulance, use of ano?
City property.
Use, so city properties.
The letter dated December 7, 2022 from Mr. Rene F. Gumba, Head of the Public Safety Office, requesting for the passage of an ordinance authorizing the charging against the current appropriation of the SP.
Committee on Appropriation.
Appro. The endorsement dated December 9, 2022 from the City Budget Officer endorsing the 2023 annual budget
Committee on Appro.
of Barangay Santa Cruz.
Pira pang barangay ang ano, nakasubmit na. Tulo pa lang nakasubmit.
Ano ni? Tungkol ni saan?
Annual budget, may pang. So next item.
The email from Mr. Doroteo Danilo Di Luna regarding Father Inocencio Herrera.
Culture and the Arts.
Culture and the Arts.
Next item.
The first endorsement dated September 28, 2022 from the Office of the Ombudsman regarding the administrative complaint against filed by certain Jose Lumedo Jr. against punong barangay Alfonso Rodriguez of San Felipe.
Di mang pigahagadan lang kita ning ano.
Ribbon.
Action taken by the, can we refer this to? Bako man sa to nag-complain. Investigation. Okay, blue ribbon.
Other matters. The email dated December 7, 2022 from the HSUD Region 5 forwarding copy of certain documents pertaining to the deed of donation by Maryville Realty Development Corporation
Land use.
of roads and open spaces.
Bakong pigan sa land use. For record na lang. Oh, so we take note.
Noted.
Next item.
Nominal voting?
Honorable Del Castillo, makaka-attend ka mo kang ano. Ay, Honorable Perez, are you finished with the resolution?
Si resolution, madali.
Okay, for a break.
10:32.